check this out. What a beast that is. And it's hiding a few secrets. You may think that that is just a Lamborghini Huracan, but it's not. There's a bit more to it. I was told the other day that this was making an exclusive appearance here at the Ace Cafe. So I've come down here to find out a little bit more about it. Let's go meet the people behind it and find. What's your name?
My name is Frederick Sørlie.
And who are you?
Well, yeah, that's an existential question, isn't it? I'm the development driver for this vehicle that you just introduced. It's Lamborghini.
You're a development driver?
Yeah, development driver, racing driver.
So what is a really? So what have you raced then?
Well, a long time ago, I used to race here in the UK, actually. So I used to race Formula Ford, single-seaters, that kind of stuff. Never got to Formula 1.
Okay. But apparently you raced against a certain very famous driver.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did. I raced a few of them, actually. I raced both Mark Webber and Ryan Kartikeyan. Right. And also a few other European drivers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So, you did quite well against them, you were telling me.
Yeah, for a while, yeah, I did. Until I ran out of money.
Oh, yeah, it's always the case, isn't it? So you went back to Norway, and then what did you do there then?
Just hooned around in cars, basically. Yeah, just did some rallying, some drifting. You know, kept like my skills sharp and do different whatever I could afford, basically. And then I got into film and television work. Did some stunt driving, that kind of stuff.
Also, you've done stunt driving for anything we would know?
Yes. Yeah, we did last couple of years. We've done Mission Impossible. We've done James Bond, John Wick, that kind of stuff. So
Mission Impossible, James Bond, and John Wick.
But I don't do the actual stunt driving there. I usually drive the camera cars. So my specialty now is driving camera cars, like chase cars, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's an amazing world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
we could
fantastic.
do an entire podcast just on that, but maybe we'll do that another time. But in the meantime, tell us, how did you get involved in this project then?
Yeah, it's kind of random. I knew Rodney, who's the owner of the company from earlier. That's
Rodney?
Rodney Mullenpour. And we kind of come from the same sort of community, the Gatebil scene in Norway. And he got into this, started building the cars, and he called me up one day and just went, I need a driver for this weekend's race. Are you available? And he's been saying that for like 10 years. Whenever I have a proper car, I'm going to put you in it. I was like, yeah, that's a nice thing to say, you know. But
so he's been racing for years. So he's been.
He's been racing himself a little bit as well. Right. He had some cool cars, like a Japanese GTC car. All right. That kind of stuff. So yeah, he put me in the car. We did really well. That was a standard Super Trofeo, not this one. And we started winning a little bit, and we did one season with the Super Trofeo to sort of get to know the platform, get to know the Huracan. Won the championship, and then
so you won the championship.
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
For me, that I don't come from money, so getting to race a Lamborghini, it was fantastic.
Excellent.
And then winning at the top of that was great. And we learned a lot about the car as well. So,
What year was this?
This was 2019. I think,
2019. So 2019 championship, you won that with the Huracan.
But that was a stock one. And then they built over the winter. They built a twin turbo version because we have a category in Norway. So we have GT3 cars and that kind of stuff. In Norway, we have GT Plus, which is just basically just like slap some turbos on it and a huge wing and just go as fast as you can.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Oh wow!
It's a free-for-all championship. So,
awesome.
So they built this prototype of this car. Well, it's a slightly different body shape, but they built a prototype twin-turbo Huracan Super Trofeo with a carbon fiber body kit on it. Right. And basically just stripped it down, built it in-house. And we went back the next year, won the championship again. Right. And we raced that for 2 years, and then started thinking, okay, well, the race car seems to work, and it seems to be reliable. This could work on the road. So they started building the street cars then, and yeah. Oh, okay. So is this when Zyrus was set up, or did Zyrus already exist before that? Zyrus existed as a racing team before that. Right. And it's kind of like a soft transition, I would say, from just racing the cars and sort of taking care of the cars, and then started thinking like, okay, well, what can we build in house? We have the equipment, we have the machines, we have the knowledge, and then they sort of started. Well, we can build road cars. And
this car behind you. This is a road car. This is called what, the LP.
LP1020.
This is the LP10. So there's two things. There's two cars that you produce at the moment.
Two models.
Two models.
So we have the LP1200 Strada, which is the GT3 body, like the wide body carbon fiber body kit. It's got a bit more bells and whistles, a bit faster, a bit more power, and this is sort of the slightly less race car version, like
I mean, I saw the pictures of the 1200 last night, and it's got a very bluff front end. It's much more race car like that one, isn't it? So that's essentially a race
GT3 car, basically.
But this is something that can be used on the road.
Yeah, this is fully road legal, and everything. All the modifications are TÜV certified. So it's been back and forth to Germany. They've done all the testing, all the emissions testing, noise levels, radiation, every kind of test you have to do to get everything TÜV approved. So both the Strada, the race car.
So what is that? What approval is that? Explain that.
It's the German. Well, to be honest, I'm not the right person to ask because I only know it's approved. TÜV is the German sort of. It's a private company, but they do all the testing and stuff for the.
So like a type approval sort of thing.
Yeah, basically. But it's more sort of focused on individual builds and small numbers, like to do. For instance, if you buy a coilover kit for your BMW, if you have the TÜV approval, it's going to be road legal.
Oh, okay.
So they go through everything, make sure it's sort of within all the regulations and all that kind of stuff. And then,
you were telling me earlier that you took them by surprise a little bit with the cars.
Yeah, I think they were a bit. Yeah, I think when they first saw it, they were like, "Why are you here? This is never gonna get approved." But I think they liked the project and they found it interesting, and their job in a way, like they're a company, so they will try to help you as much as they can. Obviously, they have to make sure you're within the regulations, but they will also help you and guide you and tell you what to do. And so that was a great collaboration with them, and they helped us get this street legal.
It's amazing. So a lot of people are going to look at this, obviously, and they're just going to say, well, it's a modified Huracan. I mean, it is a Huracan. And you guys take brand new Huracans and then you create this. This one behind you is a prototype, apparently.
Yeah, this is the first one. This is the prototype that we're testing here.
How many will you build?
This is the first one we built of this version. We have the two other ones, the prototypes LP1200 and the Strada 1200. That's already sold. The thing is, when we built the Strada, it just sold immediately, so we never really got to test it that much. We tested it to make sure it worked, but then it got shipped off to Germany. So we're like, okay, we'll start building the next one. And they've just finished this, and they already have 3 on order. And so we're starting now building the second one in Norway as we speak. So it's being torn apart now and built up.
So talk us around this car. Tell us what it's got on it and what's been done to it.
Yeah. So visually, you can see these black bits. Basically, we got some vents for the aero. We got some extra cooling vents. We got those big scoops on the rear that sort of gets cold air to the air filters and turbos. So that's the visual part of it, and this is all going to be carbon fiber on the production model. So this is
okay.
3D
So on this
printed.
one it's not, but it will be.
This
so all of these bits here.
Yeah, this is actually 3D printed plastic.
All right.
So it's actually kind of cool. We have a huge 3D printer in house. We can make everything.
All right.
So all the prototype stuff, obviously, we 3D print first to see if it works, and then we do the carbon fiber versions afterwards.
And has it been tested in a wind tunnel, or is it sort of computerized testing?
Well, the floor is a GT3 race car floor, so that's already sort of been developed by Lamborghini. So we try to stay sort of as close to the original on that. The parts that we use that we know works, and then there's been done some computer simulations as we obviously don't have our own wind tunnel. So that's kind of also why we're here now, doing some testing, get some data, because we have load cell sensors on all the dampers, so we can sort of read the aero data when we get back to the workshop. So that's been done. We have custom wheels, obviously. The suspension is stock. It's got the stock arms, the stock bushings, that kind of stuff. We might upgrade the bushings for the production model. We need to see how well these hold up. But this car from factory is a race car. Like it's so good. So it's the best platform you can imagine. And obviously the seatbelt, the harness bar with a little roll, like it's not really a roll cage, but it's like a loop. We got a huge carbon fiber rear wing. We got the twin turbo kit. You can kind of see it through the through there, I think.
This thing is really massive.
Yeah.
I mean, this
it's
is a picnic table right here, isn't it?
The funny thing is, this is a small one.
Oh, really?
So on the race car we have an extra piece here as well. So it's massive. Yeah.
Right.
But we think it's probably causing a bit too much drag, so we want to try and reduce that a little bit. So we made a smaller one.
So that's a heck of a diffuser.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. That's also from the GT3 race car.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of parts, like we do some parts that we develop and build for sort of ourselves, but when there are good parts available, no point in going through that.
So what else has been done to the engine then? What else has been done to the engine?
It's once again, not the most technical person. I drive the thing, but it's been the engine itself is stock. Like we haven't not touched the internals, so it's only bolt-on parts, kind of. So we have the twin turbo kit, we have the intercoolers, just your normal tuning package. But the main difference between this and any other twin turbo Lamborghinis is the emissions. We have the full Euro 6 approval, so it's all that kind of stuff. So most of the work is probably in the programming.
And endurance, I guess, because the amount of testing that you're putting on it. I mean, unlike other modified cars, I mean, does this come with a warranty? Yeah,
this is come with. I can't remember how long the warranty is. I'm not going to say that, but it does come with a warranty, and that warranty is also valid for track use. Right. So you can basically just take it to the track every single day, drive it as hard as you want, and the warranty is still valid. So it's and we did with the test previous prototype, we did 18,000 kilometers of testing on track in race.
18,000 on track.
Yeah.
Well, that must have been a fun few days.
Yeah, it's been good. So and that's why we went racing with it, because we figured, well, what better way to test the reliability to just go racing and not really not do the service intervals that you do on a race car, because that wouldn't make sense. Because then if you replace everything every weekend, then it's going to be fine. But how long will it actually last if you don't do that? And it's amazing. It's
so the Strada's got 1,200 horsepower. This has got what?
1,000. Well, it's supposed to have 1,020, but I don't think we got it that low, so it was 1,090.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
It's a bit over,
It's a little bit over. So, and what are the performance stats for this then?
I don't know, to be honest. We haven't really done any acceleration like 0 to 60 or anything like that. But
what do you reckon?
But very, very, very fast. As fast as the grip will allow. Yeah. Like it's all to put it into perspective, we're at Donington now this weekend. Yeah. In the wet, it will break loose in fifth. Wow. Down the straight, it would just go.
Fifth
if
gear.
you floor it in fifth, you just go.
Wow.
So it's ridiculous.
And you have driven this around Nürburgring?
Yeah, not this actual car. That was the race prototype. But very similar setup. Same suspension, same brakes, same turbo kit, same everything. A little bit more different aero. Yeah. But so and
what was the time that you did on that one?
We didn't do a record attempt per se. We went to a track day, so in traffic we did a 6:48 full lap, which is all right.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
And the video's online apparently.
Yeah, the video's online.
Yeah. You passed a bunch of Porsches apparently.
Yeah, you can search for the Zyrus LP1200 Nürburgring, and the video is put up by Auto Addiction, so you can find it there, and you will see that's the carbon fiber rope, carbon fiber prototype. Looks a bit different, but performance-wise, it should be reasonably similar.
And that's you driving on that?
That's me driving, yeah.
So in terms of driving, I mean, how is it compared to, say, a regular Huracan? I mean, if a Huracan owner decided that they wanted one of these, I mean, is it something they could take to work and, take home and stuff like that?
I would say so, yes. We've driven this a little bit on the road. On the Strada, we did a proper road test for a few days. And I would say driving around town, driving to work, it's like a normal Huracan. It's when you get on track you feel the major difference, and although the Huracan, as stock is a fantastic machine both on the road and on the track, I would say on the track there's a massive difference. It's just a lot more stable, a lot more powerful. It's everything. It does everything you want it to do. Yeah. Whereas a stock one, you can feel, okay, this is a road car. It's great on the track, but it's still, it's still a road car. Yeah. Whereas this kind of does both, so it's very good.
But would that be some sort of a compromise in terms of comfort and drivability if you say going touring or going for, say, if you decide to take a holiday in the Alps or something?
Yeah, I think it kind of depends on the person. It's a bit individual, like how you define comfort. For me, I would say that the comfort is the same. It's obviously firmer, the suspension, but it also like the way it handles the bumps and the uneven roads and stuff. It's so subtle. It's so nice. So even if it's firmer, it's not uncomfortable. You know what I mean? You know when you have a car that with chopped springs and you kind of bounce around, it's nothing like that. It will just like follow the road. Yeah. So I would say you can. I would happily drive this all over the world. No problem.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So talking all over the world, I mean, it is available all over the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you've got 3 customers apparently so far.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure which countries it's going to go to. I think there are a couple of German customers.
Yeah. But you have tested it around the world. I mean, you said you had it in UAE as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. We did the prototype was in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, testing on the circus stand there, and so we're there for a month, I think. And then it's been to Nürburgring, as we said. It's been to Spa, and now we're in the UK, and we can ship it anywhere. We can if you're in Australia, and we will source a car in Australia, brand new one, bring it to Norway, build a Stimulante and send it back to you. Okay.
Why is it important to source the car from there, from where the client is?
It's easier paperwork-wise. Right. So it depends on the country, obviously. Like some countries, it doesn't really matter that much. But if you source the car from the country it's going to be registered in, you already have all the paperwork and you have all the tax documents and all that kind of stuff. So just it's easier than exporting it from Norway
And how much are they?
This one, I'm with a pinch of salt. I think this is 650,000 euros.
Right.
Yeah, but it depends a little bit on spec. You can always spec it to your preference. That's sort of the.
And the Strada, the 1200.
It's probably closer to $1 million.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're wearing it on your jacket. You've got Lamborghini and Zyrus. So does Lamborghini know about your project? And
as far as I know. I mean, I haven't spoken to them personally, but they are informed. They have all the pictures and all the documents and everything. We haven't really spoken to them that much, but they don't. So far it seems good. Like they seem happy about it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yep. So you're here in the UK. How long is the car going to be here?
It's going to be here for another 5 days. I think it is. It's probably leaving on Sunday.
And what's the plan? Where can people see it? I will try and put this video up fairly soon. So where could people go and see if they wanted to?
So tomorrow, which is Wednesday 22nd, we're going to be at Brands Hatch. Right. Do a track day there. And then we have 2 days where we're going to do some promotional work and that kind of stuff. And then we go to Silverstone on Saturday. Right. That's like our final big day. So I guess Silverstone is probably the best place to see it. Awesome.
Fred, thank you so much for taking the time to bring the car here and for talking to me and telling us all about this amazing beast.
It's my pleasure.
Brown car guy.
Oh, wow, that's naughty. That's ULEZ friendly right there. Next thing, if you guys leave me enough comments, they might even let me drive it. So this one is ULEZ compliant, right? Not that one. Tell you what, fair swap I think. See you guys.
Brown car guy.
Well, it makes a bit of noise. Straight 6, can't beat it, come on. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button and share this video as well if you can. And while you're at it, check out these guys who also sponsor my content. I am deeply grateful to them because it helps me to buy new equipment, put fuel in the cars, and yes, buy a cup of coffee. You can do the same. Just go here or right here on YouTube. Just hit these 3 little dots down here and click on thanks. Make sure you're signed in first. My content is free, but this is how you can help me keep it that way. I may even send you a gift. Oh, by the way, watch this next.